I think authenticity is a lie. Now let me clarify it. Everybody should be real. Nobody should be fake in anything that they do, especially on YouTube. Everybody should be putting out the very best that they can do. If your best involves acting, fine. At least people can know that there's acting, but you're enjoying your craft, you're doing what you're doing. Now, when it comes to the area of YouTube, I know that we're going into 2025. Is my mic even on? Yeah, it's on. Okay, cool. I know that we're going into 2025 and all the YouTube gurus, all the YouTube seasoned players are giving out advice, trying to get, views on YouTube, talking about best tips, best strategies to use on YouTube, especially if you're getting started. And they're all great. But one thing keeps coming up that I have a problem with, and it's the idea that authenticity is all you need. Now, going back to what I said earlier, you should be real in everything that you do. You should not fake it unless it's acting, but acting has its place and everybody knows about it, whatever. So throughout this video, again, if you disagree with me, let me know. May or may not change my mind, not sure. May refine my thinking. But I don't like how authenticity is the secret sauce that everybody's telling new YouTubers or new video makers, whatever, to sprinkle all over their videos, and that's the thing that's going to make you take off. I've been watching too many videos over and over again where people are saying that in order to make it big on YouTube, sure, you need the consistency, sure, you need the hard work, you need to learn some skills, all this kind of stuff, yada yada, like patience or whatever, but you need to be authentic. The reason I have a problem with that is because that is not the answer. That is a ingredient, but that is nowhere near the most important thing that you need to do to make it on YouTube. I'm now entering year 3 of YouTube, and sure, I'm not at anywhere near the success that I wish I could have right now, but there's been a lot of things I've had to learn, a lot of different skills that I'm still trying to get good at, that all make a YouTube video. I have to learn how to script, how to edit, how to create a thumbnail, how to understand metrics, basically how to understand the game of YouTube and Instagram if that's your thing, but understand the game, the ecosystem. There's a lot of things in there that authentically I don't really care about. And I wish I didn't have to know, but I have to know it. So if I play that authenticity game to the letter, there are things I do not enjoy, but I have to do. And eventually over time, what happens is, if you understand how to do the boring things, the things that nobody wants to talk about, nobody really wants to tell you you have to do, and just the day in and day out, if you learn how to do those really methodically, really well, you get very good and strategic about doing multiple all at once. So you get the boring stuff out of the way so that you can enjoy the actual editing, the video, the color grading, the things that's what I enjoy. But if I were only ever focusing on, hey, be authentic, be your true self, that's all you need. Bring your whole self to work. I mean, just the whole self-centered thing. It's the other thing. I think it's so self-centered. If you're on YouTube and you're making videos, do what you enjoy. Don't go off and do something miserable, because now we've got miserable people on YouTube and we can quickly spot that, and nobody wants to watch somebody who's just dreading being on screen. But what you need to do is you need to learn how to do the stuff that is just so boring and not you. Like talking to a camera, this is something that from the very beginning, I never really enjoyed, because I love interacting with people. I want to see the other person's reaction. I want to see their expression. I want to pivot off that or vibe off that energy. Talking to a faceless, emotionless camera is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but it's a skill I needed to do in order to share what I'm passionate about. And so there are things you initially have to do that are not authentically you. So in order to share your passion and share the joy or whatever you want to share with the rest of the world, if you don't care about anybody's reaction, hey, more power to you. If you can go off and do whatever you want to do, be your true self, and do what you enjoy doing, great. Be real, don't be fake. But just know that if you're getting into this industry, if you're getting into this kind of hobby world, or if you want to make it a career, there are a lot of things that will not feel true to you, be authentic. But the thing is, there are a lot of things you have to do to play the game in order to even get out there and make your name known or share what you want to do, whatever it is your goal is. Because this world is so saturated, the whole YouTube content creation world, it's just so saturated from what it was 10, 15 years ago, that you really have to think outside of the box and possibly play a little bit of the ecosystem in order to understand how YouTube throws out its videos, its metrics, things like that. You have to learn that stuff in order to break free of that. So be real, enjoy what you want to do, but just know that if you're coming into YouTube for the first time, don't be misled by that. And I don't think there's a single content creator or YouTuber that is saying that with ill will. I'm making this video because if I was just starting off today, I would want to be heavily weary of that, because I have been falling into the trap of thinking I just got to go do something that's true to me and it just feels real. But I get out there and I do the thing that I thought I was going to enjoy just for the sake of authenticity, and then realized there's a whole lot more thought I have to actually put into this that I didn't think I had to. But now that I realize everything that has to go into filming a certain kind of project or making a certain kind of video, I don't really like it. And maybe I just don't like the work. And I wish that the product would come of its own, but that's not how things work. And so just be wary of that, be conscious of that. Going into 2025, it's gonna be a fun year. Super excited for it, super excited to see new faces. And I love how Instagram's highlighting all these new creators. It's super inspired to see their viewpoints, but I just don't want that to discourage anybody, because when they start applying that as a rule or the rule and realize that it's just not authentically working, then they were just misled. And I just don't want that to happen to anybody. So if you disagree, let me know. If I missed something, let me know. If you're thinking about it a completely different way, maybe I've missed it, well then let me know too, because I'm willing to learn. That's it. We'll see you in the next one.